All right, let's get to it. Okay, listen, guys. It's running backs. Now, most of you guys are going to go wide receiver early. And based on how the trajectory has gone with fantasy football, where the running backs have been getting pushed down because the wide receivers have been going up. Guess people want to feel like they've been risk averse, and more and more the NFL's become just more and more of a passing league. So sometimes actually it's going to be juice, good running backs down at the bottom, in there where there usually is the dead zone at. All right. So having said that, I want to give you a caveat before we jump into the running backs for 2024. The running back endorsement show, half point PPR. This was currently taken, screenshot from yesterday from Fantasy Pros. You guys got to excuse me. I am running on midnight oil right now. But I never thought I'd say I am ready for the season to start. So ready, so I can just do updates to freaking Flawless Fantasy Football on Facebook. But I want to talk to you guys. I want you to remind you something. It don't matter if it's wide receivers or running backs. It's going to fluctuate. Whatever that consensus list is, that top 12, there's going to be 4, 5, or 6 of those players, depending on how it falls that year. That's not going to be in the top 12 where the draft rankings are. Okay? So you're looking at these guys. CMC, Brees Hall, Bijan Robinson, Taylor, Gibbs, Barkley, Henry, Etienne, Kyron Williams, Pacheco, A-Chain, Jacobs. They all look like great names. They all look like great freaking names. I'm almost certain 4 of them won't be up there in the top 12 this year. And that's crazy to say which 4 is it, right? But I'm going to show you guys a couple picks from 2022. All these guys here that you currently see on the screen with a red by them, they did not finish in the top 12 for 2022. That is the draft rankings for 2022. Next up is 2023. Boom. Those guys did not make it in the top 12, did not finish in the top 12 end of season. So you got 4, you got 6 guys. Okay? Hey, I didn't make that up. That's just how it is. So the thing is, like, which guys do you feel comfortable enough picking? Because guess what? The consensus love all these guys because they always have them like that. I like a lot of them too. Some more than others. But hey, let's get to cracking with it. I'm going to have this condensed, because your boy need to do some stuff. I had to help a guy this morning. Oh, sorry. Look. I had to help a guy this evening after I got work. And I came in, freshened up, and I was like, he had a draft today. Somebody I coach and stuff like that. So it was a 10-man draft from the 10-2 spot. He came out pretty good. I told him he got a team that's a bye week team. Pretty proud of him. Right? It's one guy that we wanted to get that we didn't get, 1 or 2. But you're not going to be able to get everybody. That's what you got to understand with fantasy. You're not going to be able to get everybody you want. So let's just get into it, guys. I'm going to condense this down. Going to pretty much fly through it. Come on, we know what's up by now, right? So we got CMC, Brees Hall, and Bijan Robinson. Look, I'm not going to sit up here and beat up on people. A little bit too tired to be playing games tonight. But I'm going to tell you right now, all 3 of these selections are great selections. But depending, like some people will pick Bijan number 1. Some people will pick Brees Hall number 1. Some people will pick more pass and pick a wide receiver over CMC. It's possible, but we're talking about running backs here. But I'm going to give CMC a green, obviously, even though he's nicked up. Let me get over here a little bit. I'm going to give him a green. I'm going to give Brees Hall a green, and I'm going to give Bijan Robinson a green. Bijan Robinson finished, number 7 or something last year? Can't remember, 7 or 8. So, yeah, I definitely think he returned value. I definitely think he can finish top 5. Do I think he can finish number 1 overall? No, I don't think so. Yeah, he can, you know. I can hit the lottery tomorrow, but I'm probably not, right? But I'm not as high over as everybody else, but all three of those guys get a green from me. I'm going to just be straight up honest. Next, we're going to move to Mr. Jonathan Taylor. Look, I know everybody's enamored with Jonathan Taylor. You know, picking him down at the bottom of the first round, early in the second. I'm worried about the quarterback getting injured. Richardson is very inconsistent. He's not inaccurate. He glanced out last year after a couple of minutes. Everybody all geeked up on him. Look, I had Jonathan Taylor in his banner year. I had him in his rookie year, and I had him the year after when he was just a monster. So to me, I don't feel like I need to chase and get that because I had it. Legit. And plus, he kind of glassy. So he's going to get a yellow from me. There's a world where he actually does well and he can pop off, but he's going to get a yellow from me. He's glass, his quarterback glass. Either one of them glass out, it'll be a problem. Pick him with confidence if you want to, but he gets a yellow endorsement for me. Next up is, who? Jahmyr Gibbs. I love Jahmyr. He's so fast and he catches. I don't like lighting ass running backs. Sure, he did well last year. He's going to be sharing the rock long as David Montgomery's up. And he got to stay healthy. Already in the preseason, you know what I'm saying? He was kind of nicked up a little bit, had issues. You know, I don't know if it's the hammy. A lot of people having hammies. You know, so they're hitting about to start, Jamil. So I'm going to give him a yellow. Everybody else geeked up about him. I'm not. That don't mean he can't be awesome. You know, just that I'm going to give him a yellow due to his glassiness. And due to him sharing a rock. And due to him having a lead wide receiver and tight end on his team. A lot of options there to be able to keep him from being a top 3 running back. On top of being healthy. Number 4 is Saquon Barkley. I never owned Saquon Barkley before. Never owned him. But I'm going to tell you, if this is the year, if you can see what them other guys there at Philadelphia do, you must got to believe that Barkley's going to do the same. It was a clip I saw. If I see it, I'll probably post it up in the Flawless Fantasy Football Facebook group where I don't know if they're playing against somebody or something in the preseason, and I guess Hurts or somebody dumped it down to him, and he did this little move, and he just shot up, right? Shot past his one defender. I think it was Rams or something. And then you saw Devontae Smith kind of look at A.J. Brown like, ooh, you saw that? And they kind of looked at each other like, yeah, that joke of the truth. You know, just like, look, they was talking to each other without having a conversation. Saquon Barkley, man. The only thing stopping this dude from him being a top 5 back is him laying it down. And I definitely think he got something to prove with one of the best offensive freaking lines that he'll ever run behind. Woo! Wheels up, Saquon. Good luck. Next up is Derrick Henry. I'm going to give Derrick Henry green. Everybody know I love Derrick Henry. Derrica Henry. You know, almost like Derrica Hamby. WNBA type stuff. Kind of remind me of that. I'm going to give him a green. On Baltimore, look, we know he's way more of an athlete than Gus Bus ever was. Gus Bus can run for 14, 15, 16 touchdowns, whatever he did last year. Henry can definitely surpass that. Only thing stopping him is health, because if he stays upright, I can see this dude getting freaking 17 rushing touchdowns, 16, 17, possibly rushing around about 1,700 yards, 1,800 yards, if he stays healthy. I love Henry. This can just really, I can just see this team just shoving it down his freaking, just, wrapped up. And then, oh my gosh. And then a bootleg out. Oh my gosh. You think Lamar's going to run? Oh my God. Next up is Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne, he gets all the work, man. He gets all the work. I'm not worried about Tank Bigsby. He just need to get consistent because he was having some big games and then he kind of tailed off towards the end. You know, who knows? Probably the system made him tail off, you know, because if these running backs get too stupid and they start asking for money and stuff like that, you know. But he's, you know, he's the only guy over there. I don't believe in Bixby. Offense should be a little bit better. Quarterback should be ascending. ETN should benefit for that. Next up is Kyrie Williams. It's a surprise to see this guy so low. You know, I'm not worried about, you know, the running back they picked up. He'll just spell him. Kyrie Williams is the man. We ought to know how the coach operate over there. He like a one-guy system, but he want to keep him fresh. Now, there is a little bit of concern because the coach did say that he's going to start using Kyrie on punt returns. I don't like that. I don't like it for me. I like for my running backs to play running back. I don't really like my star wide receivers to play punt return. I never had Antonio Brown, but I didn't like it when he was playing. I was like, boy, he laid down, somebody going to be hurt. But Kyrie Williams gets agreed for me. Now, this is kind of hype, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. Isaiah Pacheco. I'm going to go ahead and give him a green. All opportunity in the world. Over here again. All opportunity in the world. The offense should be better. He should read. They're all up on him. Passing. Got rid of McKinney. Isaiah Pacheco should be somebody good, you know, wide receiver too. I mean, running back too. But probably running back one. All depends. Y'all go wide receiver heavy and stuff. And so nothing to talk about. Everybody on Pacheco. Everybody back arched for Pacheco. Not arch like, you know, the arch like this. That deep arch. Not like, you know, a camel arch. That girl, you know, any girl that got to give you a camel arch, send her out the door. Because if she can't get that right, she can't get much else right. Family show. Devon ain't changed to get the yellow. I'm going to treat you like I'm treating Gibbs. Mr. I'm so fast, I run for 7.5 or 8 a carry. But I'm so glass I can't stay on the field. So glass I'm not the goal line back. A lot of elements holding him back. A lot of it have to do with himself. A lot of it have to do with, you got Tyreek Hill on the team. And most is not a slouch as damn self. Devon A-Chain, man, look, I could draft 20 drafts and I never draft A-Chain. People say diversify. I ain't diversifying Jack. He gets a yellow. He could be fine. He might end up a green. Won't be on my team, though. This is my endorsement show, damn it. Next up is Josh Jacobs. Now, I'm going to tell you something about Josh Jacobs. I would have straight up gave Josh Jacobs a yellow. Straight up. But the fact they done put my boy, Aldridge Joseph, what's the doggone? Dylan, that ain't his name, man, but you know, on season ending because of his neck, for some out the reason. They really want to try to validate this dude, so if you're picking Josh Jacobs after you loaded up a wide receiver, and I don't know where you can get him at, 1, 2, whatever, however you build up your team, I think that'll be solid. Because they got to force it. They really want to. And the way Green Bay works, that they don't have, that's the thing I like about Green Bay. That they have a bunch of wide receivers that are good, but not great. So the quarterback don't have to have, like, feel like he got to, I don't know, I'm talking about quarterbacks here, but it's kind of translate onto your homeboy. That he don't have to force nobody, and they can just move the ball down the field, and then Jacobs going to get all the juice because don't usually run touchdowns in like that. So I see a world where he can actually be very productive. But there's a world where he cannot be there too because, look, he ain't at 12 for a reason. And it's usually, if you look at it's usually some of these guys that's floating around 8 through 12 that missed the mark as far as the end of the season rankings. This is the next 24. Now, I had a change of heart with this running back. I had a change of heart. This running back actually finished as a decent high-end running back 2 last year. Now, normally I was going to give him a yellow, but I'm going to give him a green. I changed my mind. I'm going to give him a green based off where he's being drafted at. A lot of these, these color designations are based off where they're being drafted at. James Cook, I believe he's going to get a lot of passes. Josh still going to steal goal lines, but I just think he's going to get I think he's gonna morph into his brother a little bit. I think he's gonna morph into Dalvin a little. Not like Dalvin at his peak and his prime of his powers. That dude was a monster. But I do think he's gonna evolve and probably be a low end running back one. I'm gonna give him, because so many vacated targets, and a lot of people think that they'll always go to the wide receivers, but a lot of times they go more to the running back. I think he'll be a lot more involved, and he should definitely have higher ceiling games. Not to say like weak winning games, but higher ceiling games to help you out and to kind of sneak into that top 12. Rachaad White. Nobody's good for Rachaad White. You PPR lovers. That's all that dude do is Lamont. That's the insider. I ain't had no business actually saying that about to y'all. He catch a lot of balls, and he gets the goal lines. Everything goes through him to have anything to do with the running back situation. So there's not much to talk about. All right, next up is Kenneth Walsh, the Texas Ranger. You know what I'm saying? But no, real talk. I love Walker, man. I do. What I don't love about Walker is that sorry offensive line. And, oh, man. It's tough. Don't give me yellow. Everybody's talking him up, man. He can get in there. He can squeeze in there. I hope he do. But somebody's got to get the yellows. I hate Seattle's freaking, I don't know how committed they're going to be to him like that. And I don't know if he's going to break. I got issues with that too. Man, he explosive like a mug. I hope he's a green though, I really do. But I'm just being on the safe side and saying yellow. Hella upside. So if you want to shoot for the upside, I think he got more upside than people that I might give greens to later. But let's talk about it. Next up is Josephine Mixon. Based on where he's going, guys, and being attached to that elite offense, I'm giving him a solid. I just think this. Don't make me wrong, man. I'm gonna give Mixon a green. I do think he'll be very touchdown dependent, but they was raving about him too. Just like Kenneth Walker, people. I keep saying Kenneth Walker. Dude, why'd you name your team that, bro? Kenneth Walker, Texas. Yeah, man, I'm tired. Let's stop. Joe Mixon, I think Joe Mixon's going to score about 10 TDs this year. Easy. His name is Kenneth Walker, but when I said Kenneth Walker, I was thinking Texas Ranger. I'm thinking faster than I'm speaking. Anyway, I think Mixon's going to have a good year. He's going to have a whole bunch of runouts. They're going to rely on him. He's going to be getting 20 totes like that. I think they're going to try to save him. I think Texas is going to make the playoffs. But Mixon's going to be very productive, man. You got all them wide receivers running down the goddamn on field, man. He's going to get every single goal line snap. I think he'll be very good for fantasy. Alvin Kamara, long in the two, saber two. But guess what? The rookie's not an option. I ain't picking him. I ain't picking him. But based on where he's going in PPR and stuff like that, that's up, man. That team ain't got no weapons, and Alvin Kamara's gonna find his way there again. He's gonna make. Now, is he gonna be a top 5 running back? No. But can he finish low end? Yeah. See, like a lot of these guys up in here, I feel that's gonna be up in the low end where some of the people actually be missing it coming into the season. Next up is Mr. Connor. Simple, man. Arizona offense is going to be better. Connor will be better. He can sneak into the top 12 as well. David Montgomery. Love me some David Montgomery. Got to get a yellow though, David. You know, he likes to get nicked up too. He'll have games because, oh boy, he'll have goal lines and he'll have games where they rely on him. But as far as being a green to being able to sneak into the top 12, I don't think he'll be able to do that unless old boy go down for a significant amount of time and they just lean on him. Warren already with the hamstring. The dude's explosive. I ain't gonna give him no red. I'm gonna give him a yellow though. There's no way I can give him a green. I'm closer to giving him a red than giving him a yellow, than giving him a green. But I'll settle in with the yellow. But if you had to force my hand and it had to be green or yellow, I'd probably go with the I'd probably go with red if I had to. Because man, you already got hamstring and stuff like that, and man, old boy, Najee, he don't be wanting to give up the job. And why the hell is Warren over here anyway? Hiding him anyway. You know? But anyway, that's the Fantasy Pros freaking consensus list. So next up is Ramondre Stevenson. Man, he's the workhorse over there. That team is scheduled to win, is predicted to win 3 or 4 games. I don't like Stevenson. I like Stevenson, but I don't like Stevenson. I'm going to give him a yellow, though. He can be serviceable, you know, based on how you build your team, but again, he's somebody, if I had to give either one way or the other, I'll give him a red, you know, so if I had to choose between red and green. I mean, yeah, red and green. But I don't have to do that. Next up is Najee Harris. What y'all think I'm going to give Najee Harris? See, I'm always staying fluid, you know what I'm saying? Staying flow, you know? And because Warren got the hamstring, I'm going to play him up a little bit. Never had Najee, but I'm going to tell you something I've learned about Najee for having Warren and stuff like that. This son of a gun is selfish, man. He don't want to give up his job. Now you got a doggone coach over there that, you know what I'm saying, the owner that the coach want to run and stuff like that. Ask Tyler Algier and see I said Tyler Algier because I'm still partial to Tyler Algier. You ask your boy over there in Atlanta, Bijan. Najee going to be running his tail off. And it's already seeming like Warren may miss week 1 too. So I believe that might be official or pretty close to being. So Najee had a whole thing to itself. They play somebody fairly decent. Or maybe soft, but Najee Harris gets the green. I just think that he's going to be the goal line back, and he's going to get a lot of work. He's going to run that dude into the ground, I believe. And Mostert got a lot of upside. I'm going to give him a yellow, though, but it's usually never going to happen where a running back end up being running back number 2 that just came out of the blue, that he does that again. Chances are he'll lay it down, and A-Chain and the next dude will, X8 and the Ricky up something like that will probably take the duties. Or A-Chain lay it down and be Mostert and the other dudes assuming the duties. But I like Mostert, but I just can't give him a green. But, hey, you never know. He might do it again. They like him over there, too. And finally, DeAndre Swift going over there with the Bears. You're going to get a nice red from me. The first red, ain't it? The first red. Look, I understand he got to be drafted. Not by me. That just could be there in the 10th round. I wouldn't draft Swift. Little nugget. I bet your old boy Khalil Herbert, at the end of the day, be the number 1 running back on the team. Most productive on the team over the season. That's just me. That's what I think. All right, we're going to go into some late round running backs. Like, I don't want to use the same things I did last time. You know what I'm saying? Like, late round running back greens. But let's see what running backs I can give you for late rounds that I like. Okay, but before I get into the late round running backs for the upside, give you a quick little information, a little update. The quarterbacks will be on the Flawless Fantasy Football Facebook page tomorrow. There will be no video for quarterbacks. You should already know who you like for quarterbacks. And I'll be able to put my designations along with color code designations on there. So you'll be able to see that tomorrow on the Flawless Fantasy Football Facebook page. Free to get in. No type of code and none of that type of stuff. So keep an eye out for that. And I also put like a list of how I expect the quarterbacks actually to finish. Okay, I'll do that as well. Like my official list. outside of the designations from what the consensus on Fantasy Pros has them. So it'll be like two different little charts. All right. So on to the late round running backs with upside. Number 27 running back, Zamir White. He's a first or second down back, but they're going to be shoving in his gut all season as much as they can. Number 31, Tajay Spears. I love Tajay Spears. Number 33, PPR purposes, of course. And if it's a 50-50 and he's getting more work over there, or if he even win the job, Mr. Chris Beasley. I'm giving him that nickname. Brown over there in Cincinnati. So he's fast. If he just pick up on his blocking and make sure that's good, he can get a nice workload over there. And he's the number 33 running back off the board. Number 35 is Jerome, round 4. You guys see what I did there? You guys see a little bit of it there? I'm not going to say what it was. See, who was the first one to put it in the comments to see what I did there? Where'd that come from? All right. And number 39, Mr. Christopher Hubbard. The rookie's he's going to be on the pup. It'll be a while before the rookie is ready. Hubbard's going to have it all to himself. Hubbard was balling in the season last year. He's somebody you get for cheap and probably have him for damn near half the season before the rookie starts actually getting in there and hurting his workload. Hey, guys. Appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I've been running on fumes, but I got it done for you. Flawless Fantasy Football, where you hear what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Make sure you press that like button. Holla at your boy. See ya and hear from you on the next video. Peace.